You are pure consciousness, and everything you behold, every circumstance, every event, every condition in your life is but a shadow, a reflection of your own wonderful human imagination. The fact that you are here listening to these words at this very moment is no mere coincidence. It is a divine appointment orchestrated by the depths of your own being. You see, time as we know it is merely a concept created by consciousness to experience succession. In reality, all moments exist simultaneously in the eternal NOL. Therefore, when I tell you to trust the timing of this message, I am asking you to recognize that your own divine self, your own wonderful human imagination, has drawn you to this moment for a specific purpose. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you questioned the timing of events in your life? How often have you wondered why now or why not sooner? I tell you with absolute certainty that every moment is the perfect moment, for it is chosen by the God within you, your own wonderful human imagination. In the book of Ecclesiastes, it is written, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven." This is not speaking of some external force determining your timing. No, it is speaking of you, the operant power, choosing the perfect moment for your own awakening. The very fact that you are receiving this message today is proof that you are ready for it. Your consciousness has expanded to the point where you can receive and integrate this profound truth. You see, consciousness is the only reality. And as your consciousness expands, new truths become available to you. This is why you must trust the timing. Let me share with you a principle that I have tested countless times, and I invite you to test it for yourself. The principle is this: your outer world is nothing more than your inner world pushed out. Therefore, if this message has reached you today, it is because your inner world is ready for the transformation it contains. Many of you sit here wondering about your desires, your manifestations, your dreams. You question why they haven't materialized yet. But I tell you, timing is not something that happens to you. It is something that happens from you. You are the operant power. You are the one determining the timing through your state of consciousness. When you truly understand this principle, you will never again question the timing of anything in your life. You will know with unwavering certainty that everything unfolds in perfect divine order, your divine order. For you are God pushed out into expression, and God's timing is always perfect. Now, let me explain something that many find difficult to grasp. The time it takes for your desire to materialize in the physical world is directly proportional to the naturalness of the state you assume. When you truly inhabit the state of your wish fulfilled, when it becomes so natural that you cease to think about it, that is when it materializes. This is why you must trust the timing. For when you trust, you relax into the naturalness of your desired state. When you trust, you cease to wrestle with time. And in that cessation of struggle, your manifestation appears with a naturalness that makes you wonder why you ever doubted. Consider the growth of a seed planted in the ground. It doesn't fret about when it will become a tree. It doesn't compare its growth to other seeds. It simply rests in the certainty of its own unfolding. This is the level of trust you must cultivate in the timing of your own manifestations. You see, the outside world is dead. It has no power to determine when things happen in your life. It is your consciousness, your imagination, that gives life to everything you experience. Therefore, when this message reaches you, it is because your consciousness has drawn it to you at the perfect moment for your evolution. Let me share with you a profound truth that few understand. Time is not a barrier to your desires' fulfillment. Your concept of time is. When you truly grasp that all possibilities exist now, that all states are available now, you will cease to be a slave to time and become its master. The Bible tells us, in the beginning was the Word. This beginning is not some distant past event. It is now. Every moment is the beginning. And in every moment you are speaking the word, imagining that creates your reality. Therefore, trust at this moment This Enodao is the perfect beginning for whatever you desire to manifest. Many of you have been waiting for signs for the perfect moment to start living from your desired state. I tell you, the arrival of this message is your sign. The fact that you are hearing these words is your perfect moment. For in truth, there is no waiting, there is only accepting or rejecting the state you desire to occupy. Think about the times in your life when something arrived at what seemed like the perfect moment. Was it not true that your state of consciousness had shifted just before its arrival? This is the law operating with mathematical precision. Your state of consciousness determines the timing of everything in your life. When you understand this law, you will never again say, I'm not ready or it's not the right time. You will know that your consciousness is always ready, that every moment is the right time. For consciousness is the only reality. Consider how many times in your life you've looked back and understood why certain things happened when they did. This retroactive understanding is proof that there is a divine order to all things, an order that proceeds from your own wonderful human imagination. The great mystic Meister Eckhart said, "The eye through which I see God is the same eye through which God sees me." In the same way, the consciousness through which you perceive this message is the same consciousness that orchestrated its arrival in your experience. Therefore, trust it completely. You see, what appears to be timing is really the perfect synchronization between your state of consciousness and its outer manifestation. When you change your state of consciousness, the timing of events in your life changes automatically. This is why you must trust the timing of this message. It is evidence of your own inner transformation. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. The very doubt you might feel about the timing of things in your life is itself perfectly timed. For it is through doubting that you come to seek deeper understanding. And through seeking that you come to know the truth of who you really are. Remember the story of Joseph in the Bible. He was sold into slavery, imprisoned, and seemed to suffer many delays before his rise to power. But was any of it poorly timed? No. Every event was perfectly orchestrated to bring about the fulfillment of his divine destiny. Your life is no different. The secret is this. Instead of trying to time your manifestations, allow your manifestations to time themselves through your unwavering faith in the law. When you do this, you will discover that everything happens at exactly the right moment. Not according to your limited human understanding, but according to the infinite wisdom of your divine self. Many of you have been told to be patient, to wait for the right time. But I tell you something different. There is no waiting in consciousness. The moment you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you have activated the divine timing. Your only task then is to persist in that state until it becomes your natural state of being. Think of it this way: when you plant a seed in the ground, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust the invisible process that transforms that seed into a mighty tree. Similarly, when you plant a desire in your consciousness, you must trust the invisible process that brings it into manifestation. This message reaching you today is like that seed being planted. It contains within it everything necessary for its full manifestation in your life. Your task is not to question the timing, but to nurture it with your faith and water it with your unwavering assumption that what you desire is already yours. The Bible tells us that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. This faith is not a blind belief in future events. It is the present evidence of an existing reality in consciousness. When you have this faith, timing becomes irrelevant, because you know that what is yours in consciousness must manifest in your experience. Let me share with you a profound truth that has transformed countless lives. The timing of your manifestations is not determined by external conditions or circumstances. It is determined solely by the consistency of your assumption. When you consistently assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, divine timing takes over. You see, what appears to be delay is often divine preparation. Just as a mother carries her child for 9 months before birth, your desires are being carried in the womb of your consciousness until the perfect moment of their birth into physical reality. Trust this process implicitly. Consider how the entire universe operates with perfect timing. The rotation of the earth, the movement of the planets, the changing of the seasons. This same divine intelligence that orchestrates the cosmos is within you, timing the manifestation of your desires with equal precision. The very fact that you are receiving this message now is evidence of this perfect timing. Your consciousness has expanded to the point where you can receive and integrate these truths. This is why you must trust the timing. It is a reflection of your own spiritual readiness. Remember, in the realm of consciousness, there is no past or future, only the eternal no. Therefore, the perfect timing for anything you desire is always now, provided you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. This is the secret of divine timing. Many of you struggle with what you call divine timing versus your timing. But I tell you, there is no difference. Your timing, I has divine timing, for you are the divinity you seek. The only thing that delays your manifestation is your belief in delay. When you truly understand that consciousness is the only reality, you will cease to concern yourself with timing altogether. For in consciousness, everything exists, no you. Your only task is to select the state you wish to occupy and persist in it until it becomes your reality. Let me tell you something that few understand. Time is not a factor in the fulfillment of your desires. It is your attitude toward time that determines when your desires will manifest. When you cease to be anxious about timing, divine timing naturally takes over. You see, anxiety about timing is a confession of lack of faith in the law. When you truly believe that what you have assumed in consciousness must manifest, you become indifferent to time. This indifference is the secret of perfect timing. Consider how a flower blooms. It doesn't force itself open, it unfolds naturally in its own perfect timing. Your desires manifest in the same way when you trust the process and allow them to unfold naturally according to the law of consciousness. The fact that this message has reached you today is proof that you are ready for this understanding. Your consciousness has drawn it to you at the perfect moment for your spiritual evolution. Trust this timing implicitly. Remember, everything in your life, every person, every circumstance, every event is drawn to you by your state of consciousness. Therefore, trust that your present state of consciousness has drawn this message to you for a divine purpose. Let me share with you a secret that will transform your understanding of timing. The interval between your desire and its manifestation is not a period of waiting. It is a period of preparation. During this interval, you are being prepared to receive what you have imagined. Many of you think that your manifestations are taking too long. But I tell you, nothing takes too long when you understand that time is simply the movement of events in consciousness. The only thing that can delay your manifestation is your own doubt and anxiety about its timing. You see, when you truly understand that consciousness is the only reality, you will know that timing is not something that happens to you. It is something that happens from you. Your state of consciousness determines the timing of everything in your life. Consider this: every desire you have ever fulfilled came at exactly the right moment. Not a moment too soon or too late. This is because your consciousness, which is God, knows the perfect timing for everything. Trust this divine wisdom within you. The very fact that you are hearing these words now is evidence of this perfect timing. Your consciousness has expanded to the point where you can receive and integrate these profound truths. This is why you must trust the timing of this message. Remember, in the world of Caesar, the outer world, there appears to be time and space. But in the world of consciousness, the inner world, everything exists now. Your task is to bridge these worlds through your faithful assumption of the state of your wish fulfilled. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. The timing of your manifestations is not determined by your actions in the outer world, but by your assumption in the inner world. When your assumption is natural and unwavering, perfect timing follows automatically. You see, what appears to be delay is often divine protection. Just the fruit must ripen before it can be harvested. Your desires must ripen consciousness before they can manifest in your experience. Trust this ripening process implicitly. Consider how everything in nature has its own perfect timing. The gestation of a baby, the metamorphosis of a butterfly, the changing of the seasons. Your desires operate according to the same divine law of perfect timing. The fact that this message has reached you today is no accident. It is evidence of your own expanded consciousness drawing to you the very understanding you need at this moment. Trust this divine orchestration. Remember, you are not a helpless being waiting for the right time to receive your good. You are the operant power selecting the perfect timing through your state of consciousness. Trust this power within you. Many of you have been taught to believe in external timing, in luck, in chance, in fate. But I tell you, there is no external timing. There is only the timing that proceeds from your own wonderful human imagination. Let me share with you a truth that will set you free. The timing of your manifestations is not determined by conditions in the outer world, but by the consistency of your assumption in the inner world. When your assumption is unwavering, perfect timing follows naturally. You see, what appears to be waiting is really the operation of law. Just as a seed must go through a specific process before it becomes a tree, your desires must go through a specific process in consciousness before they manifest in experience. Consider how many times in your life something arrived at what seemed like just the right moment. Was this coincidence? No. It was the perfect operation of law. Your consciousness drawing to you exactly what you needed at exactly the right time. The very fact that you are receiving this understanding now is proof of this perfect timing. Your consciousness has expanded to the point where you can receive and integrate these profound truths. Trust this expansion implicitly. Remember, in the realm of consciousness, there is no such thing as too early or too late. There is only the perfect know-all, in which all possibilities exist simultaneously. Your task is to select the state you wish to occupy and trust the timing of its manifestation. Let me tell you something that few understand. The interval between your desire and its manifestation is not empty time. It is filled with the invisible activity of consciousness, preparing the way for your desire's fulfillment. Trust this invisible activity. You see, when you truly understand that consciousness is the only reality, you will know that timing is not something that happens to you. It is something that proceeds from you. Your state of consciousness determines the timing of everything in your life. Consider the perfection of timing in your own life. How certain events had to happen in a specific order to bring you to where you are now. This same divine intelligence is at work in the timing of your current desires. The fact that this message has reached you today is evidence of this perfect timing. Your consciousness has drawn it to you at exactly the right moment for your spiritual evolution. Trust this divine orchestration completely. Remember, you are not subject to time. Time is subject to you. For you are pure consciousness, and consciousness is the only reality. Therefore, trust that your timing is always perfect, because it proceeds from your own divine self. Many of you worry about missed opportunities or lost time. But I tell you, in consciousness, there is no such thing as a missed opportunity or lost time. There is only the eternal Noel, in which all possibilities exist simultaneously. Let me share with you a profound truth. The timing of your manifestations is not determined by your efforts in the outer world, but by your ability to remain faithful to your assumption in the inner world. When your faith is unwavering, perfect timing follows naturally. You see, what appears to be delay is really the preparation of circumstances necessary for the fulfillment of your desire. Just as a mother carries her child for 9 months before birth, your desires must be carried in consciousness before their manifestation. Consider how everything in nature has its perfect timing: the blooming of a flower, the ripening of fruit, the changing of seasons. Your desires operate according to the same divine law of perfect timing. The very fact that you are hearing these words now is evidence of this perfect timing. Your consciousness has expanded to the point where you can receive and integrate these profound truths. Trust this expansion implicitly. Remember, you are not waiting for the right time. You are creating the right time through your consciousness. For consciousness is the only reality, and everything in your world proceeds from it. Let me tell you something that will transform your understanding of timing. The interval between your desire and its manifestation is not a period of waiting. It is a period of becoming. During this interval, you are becoming the person who has what you desire. You see, when you truly understand that consciousness is the only reality, you will know that timing is not something that happens to you. It is something that happens through you. Your state of consciousness determines the timing of everything in your life. Consider how many times in your life divine timing has worked in ways you couldn't understand until later. This is because your higher self, your divine consciousness, knows the perfect sequence of events necessary for the fulfillment of your desires. The very resistance you feel to trusting timing is itself perfectly timed. For it is through this resistance that you come to understand the true nature of your own consciousness and its power to orchestrate all events in your life. Let me share with you a profound truth. There is no such thing as the right time or the wrong time in the absolute sense. There is only your conception of time, and this conception is determined by your state of consciousness. You see, what appears as timing in the outer world is really the movement of states in consciousness. When you move from one state to another in consciousness, the outer world must reorganize itself to reflect this movement. This reorganization appears as timing. Consider the story of Moses leading the Israelites out of Egypt. Was there a wrong time or right time for their exodus? No, the timing was determined by their consciousness, by their readiness to leave the state of bondage and enter the state of freedom. The fact that you are receiving this message today is proof of this principle. Your consciousness has shifted to the point where you are ready to receive and integrate these truths. This is why you must trust the timing implicitly. Remember, everything in your world is yourself pushed out. Therefore, the timing of events in your life is not determined by external factors, but by the movements of your own consciousness. Many of you question why certain desires haven't manifested yet. But I tell you, the very questioning is evidence that you are not yet dwelling naturally in the state of fulfillment. For when you truly dwell in that state, all sense of timing dissolves. Let me share with you the ultimate secret of divine timing. It is not about waiting for the right moment. It is about assuming the right state now. When you do this, divine timing takes care of itself. You see, in the realm of consciousness, there is no future to wait for and no past to regret. There is only the eternal know-how in which all possibilities exist simultaneously. Your task is to select the state you wish to occupy, no doubt. Consider how a master artist knows exactly when to apply each brushstroke. This knowing doesn't come from external timing. It comes from an inner sense of rightness. Your manifestations work in the same way. The very fact that you are hearing these words now is evidence of this perfect artistic timing. Your consciousness has drawn them to you at exactly the right moment for your spiritual evolution. Remember, you are not a victim of time. You are its master. For you are pure consciousness, and consciousness is the only reality. Therefore, trust that your timing is always perfect. because it proceeds from your own divine self. As we conclude this message, I want you to understand something profound. The timing of its arrival in your life is not accidental. It is a direct reflection of your expanded consciousness, your readiness to receive these truths. You see, consciousness is eternal, existing outside of time and space. Therefore, when you operate from consciousness rather than from the limited perspective of the outer world, you align yourself with perfect divine timing. Trust then that this message has reached you today, because today is the perfect day for your consciousness to expand into this understanding. Trust that every desire in your heart is unfolding to divine timing, your divine timing. For you are the operant power, the divine presence, expressing itself through the vehicle of your human imagination. Trust this power implicitly, for it knows the perfect timing for all things. And now, as we bring this message to its close, remember this eternal truth. You are not bound by time. You are the creator of time. You are not waiting for the right moment. You are the creator of all moments. Therefore, trust the timing of this message. Trust the timing of your desires. Trust the timing of your life. For all timing proceeds from consciousness, and consciousness is who you really are. Now go forth in this understanding, knowing that every moment is the right moment when you dwell in the consciousness of your wish fulfilled. For timing is not your master, you are the master of timing. And that, my beloved friends, is the perfect truth of perfect timing. Remember, the very fact that you remain to hear this message to its conclusion is evidence of your readiness to receive its truth. Trust this divine orchestration, for it proceeds from the depths of your own being. For in truth, there is only one time, the eternal now thou. And in this NOU, you are already all that you desire to be. Trust this, live from this, and watch as divine timing unfolds perfectly in your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today to share a profound truth that has the power to change your life if you can truly embrace it. The universe is ready to manifest anything you desire. At the heart of this truth is the incredible power of belief. Belief is not simply a passive thought, it is a vibrant force that shapes your reality. When you hold steadfast belief in something, you set in motion the creative forces of the universe. Imagination serves as the workshop where your beliefs take form, allowing you to shape the essence of your desires. Recognize that what you visualize with clarity and emotion is not merely a daydream, but a precursor to reality. Your imagination represents true reality, the realm where possibilities are born. Faith, dear friends, acts as the fuel that drives your imagination. It is an unwavering trust that your inner world can manifest your outer world. This faith must be absolute, steadfast, and resilient. When you cling to this faith, despite your circumstances, you align with the universe's creative forces. The law of assumption illustrates this principle beautifully. By assuming that your desires are already fulfilled, you draw them into your life. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's a conscious act of creation. By embodying the feeling of your wish already granted, you become a magnet for its manifestation. Persistence is essential in this journey. The universe responds to those whose minds remain resolute in their visions. Don't let temporary setbacks deter you. Hold your vision tenaciously, and the universe will yield to your intentions. Being persistent in your vision is the hallmark of a true creator, and emotional alignment is crucial. Your emotions serve as your soul's language in communicating with the universe. Align your emotions with your desired outcomes. Experience the joy, excitement, and gratitude as if your wish has already been fulfilled. This emotional alignment creates a powerful resonance, drawing your desires closer to you. Live in the end, my friends. Act as if your dreams are already your reality. Embrace this truth in your daily life as it bridges the gap between your present state and your aspirations, making manifestation inevitable. Gratitude and positivity catalyze this process. Be thankful for both what you have and what is yet to come. A heart overflowing with gratitude opens the floodgates of abundance. Positivity elevates your vibration, attracting more of what you desire. Lastly, trust in divine timing. The universe operates on its own schedule, and patience is essential. Know that what you seek is on its way, perfectly timed for your highest good. Have faith in the process and allow the universe to perform its magic. Believe with every part of your being that the universe can manifest anything for you. Your imagination, faith, persistence, emotional alignment, gratitude, and trust are the keys to unlocking this extraordinary power. Embrace this truth, live it fully, and witness the universe turning your deepest desires into reality. Your imagination is the workshop where your beliefs are shaped. In this sacred space, you mold the essence of your dreams. What you visualize with clarity and emotion is a precursor to your reality. Your imagination is the genuine reality, the realm where possibilities emerge. When you immerse yourself in the vivid imagery and sensations of your imagined world, you plant seeds in the fertile soil of your subconscious. These seeds, nourished by your belief and emotional energy, begin to grow and manifest in the physical world. The more detailed and emotionally charged your imagination, the stronger the blueprint for your external reality. Imagination allows you to transcend the limitations of your current situation. It is a limitless canvas upon which you can paint the life you desire, free from present constraints. By imagining your desired outcome with such intensity that it feels already achieved, you connect where you are now with where you want to be. Consider your imagination as a powerful magnet. When you consistently visualize your goals and desires as already accomplished, you attract them into your life. This process transcends the logical sequence of time, operating in the realm of the eternal now. Each time you engage your imagination with faith and emotion, you draw your desired reality closer. Additionally, the act of imagination transforms your state of being. When you visualize living your dream, experiencing joy, success, or love, you start resonating with those feelings. This shift in your internal state alters how you perceive and interact with the world, attracting opportunities that align with your new vibrational frequency. Remember, imagination is not a fleeting daydream, but a purposeful practice that requires focus, consistency, and emotional involvement. The more you immerse yourself in your imagined reality, the more natural it becomes, leading your subconscious mind to accept it as your true state. This acceptance fosters harmony among your thoughts, emotions, and actions, all working in concert to manifest your desires. In this context, imagination is the key to unlocking the universe's infinite possibilities. It empowers you to rewrite your story and reshape your destiny by harnessing your creative potential. By embracing the role of a conscious creator, you actively participate in the unfolding of your life. Your imagination is not just a mental exercise, it is the very fabric of creation. It marks the beginning of every achievement, innovation, and fulfilled dream. Nurture it with love and conviction, and watch as your imagined reality transforms into your lived experience. Faith, dear friends, fuels your imagination. It is the unwavering trust that your inner world can manifest your outer world. This faith must be solid and unshakable. When you hold on to this faith, regardless of circumstances, you align with the universe's creative forces. Faith goes beyond mere hope. It embodies a deep-seated certainty that what you desire is already yours. It reflects the conviction that despite outward appearances, your inner vision will come to fruition. Such faith requires you to look beyond the physical evidence and trust in the unseen forces at play. It involves knowing that the universe constantly rearranges itself to fulfill your desires. By cultivating unwavering faith, you declare to the universe that you believe in the power of your desires and their inevitable manifestation. This declaration acts as a beacon, signaling to the universe that you are prepared to receive your blessings. Conviction strengthens this faith, fostering unwavering determination to maintain your beliefs, even when faced with challenges. It means you don't second-guess your desires, but remain steadfast and confident in your inner knowing. This resolute mindset creates a powerful vibrational frequency that resonates with the universe, drawing your desires closer. Understand that faith and conviction are vital. By consistently affirming your belief and visualizing your desired outcome, you reinforce your faith and solidify your conviction. These practices anchor your belief in your subconscious mind, making it an unshakable part of your reality. Faith and conviction also necessitate releasing doubt and fear, which can obstruct your manifestation. Doubt sends mixed signals to the universe, delaying or hindering your desires' realization. Thus, it's crucial to maintain a positive and confident mindset, trusting that the universe is working for you. Another aspect of faith is patience. The universe has its own timing. Sometimes your desires may take longer to manifest than you expect. During such times, it's essential to remain patient and trust the process. Delays do not signify denial. They mean the universe is aligning everything perfectly for your benefit. By sustaining your faith and conviction, even amid delays, you showcase your trust in the universe's divine timing. Ultimately, faith and conviction inspire inspired action. While it's crucial to trust the universe, it's equally important to take proactive steps toward your desires. This action should emerge from confidence and certainty, knowing that every step you take is guided by the universe. When you act with faith and conviction, you align your efforts with universal flow, expediting the manifestation of your desires. Faith and conviction are the driving forces behind your ability to manifest your desires. They are the inner pillars that support your imagination and turn your dreams into reality. By cultivating unwavering faith and holding on to your conviction with strength, you harness the universe's full power to bring your dreams to life. Your inner world, made up of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, shapes your outer reality. Every experience, relationship, and success or challenge reflects your inner state. This profound truth emphasizes your power and responsibility in shaping your life. Your thoughts are the seeds of creation, each carrying a specific vibration that resonates with the universe. Positive, empowering thoughts attract positive experiences, while negative thoughts draw challenges. Therefore, cultivating a mindset that aligns with your desired reality is crucial. Beliefs serve as the framework through which your thoughts are filtered. Often formed early in life and reinforced over time, these beliefs shape how you perceive the world and your place in it. Limiting beliefs confine you to mediocrity, while empowering beliefs propel you toward greatness. By consciously examining and reshaping your beliefs, you can change your perspective and pave the way for a more fulfilling reality. Emotions serve as the energetic currency that fuels your thoughts and beliefs. They add intensity and depth to your inner world, amplifying the vibrational signal sent to the universe. Positive emotions such as joy, love, and gratitude elevate your vibration, attracting similar high-frequency experiences. In contrast, negative emotions like fear, anger, and despair lower your vibration, attracting corresponding low-frequency experiences. Managing your emotional state is thus essential in the creation process. Your inner dialogue, your ongoing self-talk, significantly influences your reality. This internal conversation reflects your thoughts and beliefs, shaping your emotions and actions. By cultivating a positive inner dialogue, you reinforce empowering beliefs and foster a higher emotional state, creating a harmonious inner world that manifests as a harmonious outer reality. Visualization is another powerful tool. By vividly imagining your desired outcomes, you create a mental blueprint that the universe can translate into physical form. The more detailed and emotionally charged your visualization, the more effective it becomes. Regularly engaging in visualization strengthens your belief in your desires' possibilities, aligning your inner world with the reality you wish to create. The law of attraction operates on the principle that like attracts like. Your inner state, your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions creates a vibrational frequency that attracts experiences and people resonating with that frequency. Thus, by aligning your inner state with your desires, you attract them effortlessly. Self-awareness is the foundation of this process. By developing a keen awareness of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, you can identify any negative patterns and replace them with empowering ones. This self-awareness empowers you to take conscious control of your inner world, steering your life in the direction you desire. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery and empowerment, remember that your inner world is the canvas upon which your life is painted. You hold the brush, the colors, and the vision of what you wish to create. Embrace the knowledge that you have the power to manifest your desires and shape your reality. In closing, dear friends, remember this: the universe is poised to manifest everything you desire. The key lies in your belief. Your imagination, faith, persistence, emotional alignment, gratitude, and trust in the universe are your allies. Embrace these principles and live as a conscious creator. The path is clear and the possibilities are endless. The universe awaits your command. Thank you. Resilience is the ability to rebound from setbacks, rejections, or failures, emerging stronger and more determined than ever. Rather than perceiving challenges as insurmountable barriers, resilient individuals view them as opportunities for growth and learning. They recognize that every setback is a stepping stone on the path to success and harness adversity as fuel to propel themselves forward. Persistence encompasses patience and endurance. Manifesting your desires often requires time, and it's vital to remain steadfast and committed, even when progress appears slow. This involves trusting the process and believing in the universe's timing. Instead of succumbing to discouragement during delays, persistent individuals use these moments to refine their vision, bolster their resolve, and deepen their connection to their goals. Moreover, persistence in vision demands adaptability and flexibility. While it's crucial to maintain a clear mental picture of your desired outcome, it's equally important to be open to new possibilities and alternative routes to success. The universe may have a different plan for you, and being willing to adjust your approach while staying true to your vision can lead to unexpected breakthroughs and opportunities. Consistency is another vital aspect of persistence in vision. It's not sufficient to be passionate about your goals one day and neglect them the next. True persistence involves daily action and unwavering commitment to your vision, even when progress feels minimal. Small, consistent efforts compound over time, leading to significant results. Maintaining a positive mindset and an unwavering belief in the eventual realization of your desires is also essential for persistence in vision. It can be easy to feel disheartened by challenges or setbacks, but persistent individuals refuse to let negativity or doubt derail their dreams. Instead, they cultivate a mindset of optimism, resilience, and unwavering faith in the power of their vision to manifest. At its core, persistence in vision is built on resilience, patience, adaptability, consistency, and a steadfast belief in the face of challenges. By embodying these qualities and remaining committed to your vision, you can overcome any adversity and bring your dreams into reality. Emotional alignment involves harmonizing your inner emotional state with the outcome you wish to manifest. This process entails cultivating feelings that resonate with the reality you seek to create, establishing a powerful energetic connection between your internal world and the external circumstances you desire to attract. To achieve emotional alignment, begin by identifying the emotions linked to your desired outcome. Whether it's joy, gratitude, love, excitement, or fulfillment, these positive emotions serve as the fuel for your manifestation efforts. By consciously nurturing these emotions, you create a vibrational match with the experiences you want to attract. Authenticity is a key component of emotional alignment. Simply pretending to feel certain emotions isn't enough. True alignment requires genuine depth of feeling. Immerse yourself fully in the emotional experience as if your desires were already tangible realities. By embodying the emotions associated with your desired outcome, you send a clear signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. Releasing resistance and letting go of negative emotions that block the flow of positive energy is another crucial aspect. This involves acknowledging and processing fears, doubts, or limiting beliefs holding you back and consciously choosing to release them. By freeing yourself from negativity, you create space for positive emotions to thrive, paving the way for greater alignment with your desires. Practicing gratitude is a powerful way to cultivate emotional alignment. By focusing on the blessings already present in your life, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance, elevating your vibration and aligning yourself with prosperity. Gratitude acts as a magnet, attracting more to appreciate into your life and reinforcing your emotional connection to your desires. Visualization is another effective tool for achieving emotional alignment. By vividly imagining yourself experiencing the fulfillment of your desires, you activate the same neural pathways in your brain as if those events were happening in real life. This triggers the release of neurotransmitters and hormones associated with positive emotions, further enhancing your emotional alignment with your desired outcome. In addition to cultivating positive emotions, it's important to release attachment to the outcome and maintain inner peace and trust in the process. This involves surrendering to life's flow and allowing things to unfold naturally, without trying to control or force results. By letting go of the need for immediate outcomes and trusting in divine timing, you create space for miracles to manifest, allowing the universe to work its magic in fulfilling your desires. Ultimately, emotional alignment is about aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings with the reality you wish to create. By nurturing positive emotions, releasing resistance, practicing gratitude, visualizing your desired outcome, and surrendering to life's flow, you establish a powerful energetic resonance with your desires, paving the way for their manifestation. Living in the end is a profound concept at the heart of manifestation. It embodies the feeling and experience of having already achieved your desired outcome, regardless of your current circumstances. Living in the end requires shifting your perspective from lack to abundance and fulfillment. This practice aligns your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions with the reality you want to create, setting the stage for its manifestation in your life. To grasp the power of living in the end, we must explore the underlying principles at play. At its core, this practice taps into your imagination's creative power to shape reality. It involves cultivating a deep sense of inner, knowing that your desires are not just possible, but inevitable. Living in the end requires a fundamental mindset shift. Instead of viewing your desires as distant goals, you must see them as already accomplished realities. This perspective allows you to bypass the limitations of linear time and step into the energetic frequency of your desired outcome. By embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you create a vibrational match with the experiences you wish to attract, accelerating their manifestation into your life. Central to this concept is the understanding that your outer reality reflects your inner state. Your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and actions contribute to the energetic blueprint that shapes your experiences. By consistently embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you imprint this energetic blueprint onto reality, drawing your desires closer to you. Living in the end is not mere wishful thinking, it requires active participation in the creative process. Engage all your senses in the experience of having already achieved your goals, making it as real as possible. A fundamental principle of living in the end is the law of assumption, which posits that assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled is the most potent way to manifest your desires. By consistently embodying the emotional state linked to your desired outcome, you create a powerful resonance that attracts corresponding experiences into your life. Whether it's joy, gratitude, excitement, or fulfillment, the key is to generate and sustain these positive emotions as if your desires were already a reality. Additionally, living in the end involves releasing attachment to outcomes and maintaining inner peace and trust in the process. Letting go of doubts and fears frees you from limitations and opens the door for miracles. Visualization is a powerful tool for living in the end. Vividly imagining yourself experiencing the fulfillment of your desires activates the same neural pathways as real experiences, releasing neurotransmitters and hormones tied to positive emotions and reinforcing your emotional alignment with your goals. Affirmations can further strengthen this feeling. Repeating positive statements that affirm your desires helps reprogram your subconscious mind to accept these truths, solidifying your belief in the inevitability of your goals. Taking inspired action towards your desires is equally important. While it's essential to trust the process, taking proactive steps aligns with your vision. This may involve setting goals, making plans, and taking practical action. By combining intention with focused action, you amplify the manifestation process and bring your desires closer. Maintaining a state of gratitude for the blessings already present in your life is also crucial. Gratitude acts as a powerful magnet, attracting more positive experiences and reinforcing your emotional alignment with your desires. By focusing on what's good in your life and expressing gratitude, you raise your vibration and create space for even greater blessings. Living in the end requires consistency and persistence. It's not enough to engage in visualization or affirmation. Occasionally, true mastery involves integrating the feeling of your wish fulfilled into your daily life. In conclusion, living in the end is a transformative practice that empowers you to actively participate in creating your reality. By embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you align with the vibrational frequency of your desires and accelerate their manifestation. Through visualization, affirmations, gratitude, inspired action, and persistence, you harness the power of living in the end, unlocking the limitless potential of your consciousness to create the life of your dreams. Gratitude and positivity are foundational principles in manifestation, serving as catalysts for attracting abundance and fulfillment. These concepts illuminate their transformative power and how they shape our reality personally and collectively. Gratitude is the practice of acknowledging and appreciating the blessings in our lives, regardless of how small or insignificant they may seem. It's a mindset that emphasizes positives, shifting our perspective toward abundance. When we cultivate gratitude, we open ourselves to receiving more blessings and opportunities, aligning our energy with abundance. This involves actively seeking out things to be thankful for, whether the beauty of nature, the love of family and friends, or simple everyday joys. By directing our attention toward blessings, we amplify their presence and invite even more into our experience. Gratitude acts as a magnet, drawing more of what we appreciate into our lives and helping us maintain a positive outlook. Positivity, on the other hand, is characterized by optimism, hope, and a belief in life's inherent goodness. It's the choice to focus on possibilities rather than being dragged down by negativity. Positivity does not ignore challenges but approaches them with resilience and courage, fostering a belief in our ability to overcome. When we cultivate positivity, we tap into the creative power of our thoughts and emotions, shaping our reality according to our beliefs and expectations. Positive thoughts generate a higher vibrational frequency, attracting experiences that match their energy signature. Gratitude and positivity are intimately connected, each reinforcing the other. Approaching life with gratitude and positivity creates a powerful energetic resonance that aligns us with the universe's abundance. This alignment enhances personal well-being and amplifies our ability to manifest our desires. By embracing gratitude and positivity, we tap into the limitless potential of our consciousness and invite a flow of abundance into our lives. This transformative journey empowers us to cultivate a reality filled with joy, fulfillment, and limitless possibilities, allowing us to become co-creators of our destiny. As we conclude our exploration of resilience, persistence, emotional alignment, and the transformative power of gratitude and positivity, let us take a moment to reflect on the profound impact these qualities have on our lives and our ability to manifest our desires. Life is a journey filled with challenges, setbacks, and unexpected twists. Yet it is through these very experiences that we discover our true strength and resilience. Resilience is not merely the ability to bounce back, it is the capacity to grow stronger, wiser, and more compassionate in the face of adversity. Each challenge we encounter serves as an opportunity for growth, a chance to learn more about ourselves and our capabilities. Embracing resilience allows us to face life's trials with courage, understanding that every setback is not a failure but a stepping stone toward success. Persistence is the unwavering commitment to our goals, even when the road becomes difficult. It is the fire that keeps our dreams alive, urging us to keep moving forward despite the obstacles we may encounter. As we strive toward our desires, we must recognize that the journey is often nonlinear. Progress may come slowly, but it is essential to remain steadfast, trusting that every small step contributes to the larger picture of our aspirations. The act of persisting in the face of challenges builds our character and strengthens our resolve. It teaches us the importance of patience and endurance, revealing that true success often comes from unwavering dedication to our vision. Emotional alignment plays a critical role in this process. It is the bridge that connects our inner state to the outer reality we wish to create. By harmonizing our emotions with the experiences we desire, we send a powerful signal to the universe, aligning ourselves with the frequency of our aspirations. This alignment requires authenticity. We must genuinely embody the feelings associated with our desired outcomes. It is not enough to simply wish for something. We must fully immerse ourselves in the emotional experience of having it. This deep emotional connection creates a magnetic pull, attracting the circumstances and opportunities necessary for our dreams to manifest. Yet, emotional alignment is not solely about cultivating positive feelings. It also involves releasing resistance. We must acknowledge and let go of the fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs that hold us back. This release creates space for positive energy to flow, allowing us to cultivate a mindset of abundance and possibility. By practicing gratitude, we further enhance our emotional alignment. Gratitude shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, reminding us of the blessings already present in our lives. It opens our hearts to receive more, acting as a magnet for positivity and fulfillment. As we navigate the complexities of life, we must also remember the power of positivity. Our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality, influencing our experiences and outcomes. When we adopt a positive outlook, we cultivate resilience and perseverance, enabling us to overcome challenges with grace and strength. Positivity is not about ignoring difficulties. It is about approaching them with an optimistic mindset, believing in our ability to overcome and thrive. Living in the end, the practice of embodying the feelings of our desires as if they have already been fulfilled offers a powerful way to align with our goals. This practice requires us to shift our perspective, viewing our desires not as distant dreams but as present realities. By consistently embodying the feelings associated with our aspirations, we create a vibrational match that accelerates their manifestation in our lives. Visualization and affirmations further reinforce this alignment, helping us to internalize our goals and remain focused on our desired outcomes. Ultimately, the journey of manifestation is not a solitary endeavor. It is a collaborative dance between our intentions and the universe's flow. As we cultivate resilience, persistence, emotional alignment, gratitude, and positivity, we unlock the potential to create the life we desire. We become co-creators of our reality, harnessing the power of our consciousness to manifest our dreams. So as we stand at the crossroads of our aspirations, let us commit to embodying these principles in our lives. Let us embrace resilience as a way of being, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Let us persist in our pursuits, remaining steadfast in our commitment to our goals. Let us align our emotions with our desires, practicing gratitude and positivity as we journey forward. In this collective journey, we have the power to transform our lives and the lives of those around us. Let us inspire each other to rise above adversity, to believe in our dreams, and to take bold steps toward our visions. Together, we can create a world filled with abundance, joy, and limitless possibilities. Thank you for embarking on this journey of self-discovery and manifestation with me. Let us step into the fullness of our potential, embracing the incredible power that resides within each of us. The universe is waiting to respond to our desires. Let us open our hearts and minds to receive the abundance that is ours for the taking.
My dear friends, the truth I speak of is this. Be confident you will get everything in life. Now you may be thinking, how can I be confident of getting everything when my current reality seems so far from my desires? This, my dear friends, is precisely where we must begin our journey of understanding. For the world you see around you is nothing more than the outpicturing of your own consciousness. It is the fruit of your past assumptions, beliefs, and imaginal acts. But here's the wonderful news. Just as your current reality is the result of your past thinking, your future reality can be shaped by your present imagination. You have within you the power to create any reality you desire. This power is your own wonderful human imagination. And it is God in action within you. Let us delve deeper into this profound truth. The Bible tells us in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. What is this Word? It is not mere letters on a page or sounds from your lips. The Word is your inner conversation, your assumptions about yourself and the world around you. It is the mental chatter that runs through your mind day and night. shaping your reality in ways you may not even realize. When you truly grasp this concept, when you understand that your inner world is the cause and your outer world is the effect, you will begin to see why confidence in getting everything you desire is not just possible. It is a natural state of one who knows the law. But let me be clear. This confidence is not the brash arrogance of the ego. It is not a loud proclamation to the world of what you will achieve. No, the confidence I speak of is a quiet, unshakable knowing, is the calm assurance of a farmer who has planted his seeds and knows that the harvest will come in due season. This confidence comes from understanding the immutable law of assumption. This law states that if you assume a thing to be true and persist in that assumption, it must become a fact in your external world. It does not matter what your current circumstances are, what others may say, or what past experiences you've had. The law is absolute and works with mathematical precision. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, I've tried positive thinking before and it didn't work. My dear friends, positive thinking alone is not enough. You must go beyond mere surface level affirmations and embody the state of having your desire fulfilled. You must live from the end. What do I mean by living from the end? It means that instead of looking at your current reality and trying to figure out how to get what you want, you imagine that you already have it. You step into the feeling of the wish fulfilled. You create a scene in your imagination that implies your desire has already been realized. And you dwell in that scene until it feels natural and real to you. Let me give you an example. Suppose you desire financial abundance. Instead of constantly worrying about your bills or focusing on your lack, you would create a scene in your imagination where you are living the life of abundance. Perhaps you imagine yourself looking at a bank statement with a substantial balance, or you feel the joy and relief of easily paying all your bills with money to spare. You would enter into this scene with all your senses, making it as vivid and real as possible. Here's the key. You don't just do this once and forget about it. You return to this scene again and again, especially as you fall asleep at night. You make it your new inner conversation. Instead of telling yourself, I'm always broke or I can never get ahead, you consistently assume the feeling of financial abundance. You live as though it is already true. This, my friends, is the art of confident assumption. It is the practice of aligning your inner world with your desires, knowing that your outer world must conform to this new inner reality. Now, some of you may be wondering, but what about action? Don't I need to do something in the physical world to achieve my goals? This is a common misunderstanding. Of course, action has its place. But true, inspired action flows naturally from your state of being. When you have truly assumed the state of the wish fulfilled, you will find yourself naturally taking the right actions at the right time. Consider for a moment how you would act if you already had everything you desired. Would you still be frantically searching for solutions? Would you be anxiously trying to make things happen? No, you would be calm, confident, and at peace. This is the state from which effective action springs. Remember, the outer world is dead. It has no life of its own. It is animated entirely by your consciousness. Therefore, trying to change things by manipulating the outer world is like trying to change your reflection in the mirror by touching the glass. The only way to change your reflection is to change yourself. And the mirror will faithfully reflect that change. This brings us to another crucial point. The importance of persistence. The law of assumption works with absolute precision, but it operates on its own time. Your desire may manifest immediately, or it may take weeks, months, or even years. The key is to persist in your assumption regardless of appearances. When you plant a seed in the ground, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust in the natural process of growth. You water it, you provide the right conditions, and you know that in due time it will sprout and grow into a mighty tree. Your desires are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Once planted through your assumption, they will grow and manifest in your reality if you persist in nurturing them with your faith and continued assumption. Now, let's address a common obstacle that many face on this path. Doubt. Doubt is the enemy of faith, and faith is essential for the operation of the law. But here's the beautiful truth. Even if you have doubts, even if you don't believe 100 that this will work, you can still succeed. How? By persisting in spite of your doubts. You see, your subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between what you consciously believe and what you imagine to be true. If you consistently imagine and feel yourself living your desire, even if your conscious mind doubts, your subconscious will accept it as fact and begin to bring it into manifestation. This is why I often say, if you will assume your desire and live there as though it were true, no power on earth can stop it from becoming a fact. Your assumptions persisted in will harden into fact regardless of any contradictory evidence presented by your senses. Let me share with you a personal experience to illustrate this point. Many years ago, when I first began to understand this law, I was living in New York City, struggling to make ends meet. I desired to travel to Barbados to visit my family, but I had no money for the trip. Instead of focusing on my lack of funds, I began to imagine myself already in Barbados. Every night as I fell asleep, I would feel the tropical breeze on my skin, hear the sound of the waves, and feel the joy of being with my family. I persisted in this assumption for several weeks, and then the most remarkable thing happened. I received a letter from my brother in Barbados containing money for a ticket to come home. The circumstances arranged themselves perfectly, and within a short time I found myself actually in Barbados, experiencing in the flesh what I had so vividly imagined. This, my friends, is the power of confident assumption. It is the power to shape your reality through the creative use of your imagination. And this power is not limited to small things or material possessions. It extends to every aspect of your life. Your relationships, your career, your health, your spiritual growth. There's nothing that exists in this world that's not first conceived in someone's imagination. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Neville, what about other people? Don't they have free will? How can I be confident of getting everything when it involves other people's decisions? This is a common concern, but it stems from a misunderstanding of the nature of reality. You see, everyone in your world is you pushed out. They are playing the parts that your consciousness has assigned to them. As you change your concept of self, as you assume a new state of being, the people in your world must conform to this new concept. This is not about controlling others. It's about understanding that your consciousness is the only operative power in your world. Have you ever had the experience of changing your attitude towards someone only to find that their behavior towards you changed as well, even though you didn't say or do anything different externally? This is the law in action. As within, so without. This understanding liberates you from the need to manipulate or control external circumstances. You no longer need to worry about how things will work out or try to force situations to conform to your desires. Your only job is to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and persist in that assumption. The how, when, and where of its manifestation is not your concern. That is the job of the law, which works with a wisdom far beyond your conscious reasoning. Let's take this a step further. Not only can you be confident of getting everything you desire in life, but you can also be confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. You see, as you begin to live from this new state of being, as you embody the person who has everything they desire, you'll find that your perception of challenges and obstacles changes. What once seemed like insurmountable problems become opportunities for growth and expansion. You begin to see every experience, whether seemingly good or bad, as a perfect reflection of your consciousness, providing you with the exact lessons and growth you need at that moment. This shift in perspective is crucial. It allows you to maintain your confident assumption even when things don't appear to be going your way. You understand that appearances are just that. They are the shadow, not the substance. The substance is your consciousness, your inner assumption. Remember, the time it takes for your assumption to become your physical reality is proportional to the naturalness of the state. This is why it's so important to make your imaginal acts as vivid and real as possible. The more real it feels to you, the more quickly it will manifest in your outer world. Now let's address another important aspect of this practice, detachment. While it may seem contradictory, being confident that you will get everything in life also involves a degree of detachment from the outcome. This doesn't mean you don't care about the results. Rather, it means that you trust in the law so completely that you don't feel the need to constantly check for signs of its working. Think about it this way. When you order something online, you don't spend every moment wondering if it will arrive. You place the order and then you go about your life confident that it will be delivered. This is the kind of detachment I'm talking about. You place your order with the universe through your assumption, and then you relax, knowing it must come to pass. This detachment also allows you to stay open to the infinite wisdom of your subconscious mind. Sometimes, what manifests may be even better than what you initially imagined. By staying detached from the specific form of your desire, you allow the law to work in ways that may surprise and delight you. Now, I want to address something that many of you may be grappling with, the concept of worthiness. Some of you may be thinking, but Neville, how can I be confident of getting everything when I don't feel worthy? My dear friends, listen closely to this truth. You are already worthy. Your worthiness is not something you need to earn or prove. It is your birthright as a child of God. The feeling of unworthiness is simply a state, an assumption you have accepted about yourself. And like any state, it can be changed. How? By assuming a new state of worthiness, by living from the end as a person who knows their infinite worth and value. Remember, you are not a mere mortal trying to appease some external deity. You are God in action, the operant power in your world. The Bible tells us, I and my Father are one. This is not blasphemy. It is the highest truth. When you truly understand and embody this truth, confidence in getting everything you desire becomes your natural state of being. Now let's talk about the role of gratitude in this process. Gratitude is not just a nice sentiment. It is a powerful creative force. When you are grateful for what you have, even before it manifests in your physical reality, you are aligning yourself with the frequency of abundance. You are telling the universe, yes, I'm ready to receive more. But here's the key. Your gratitude must be genuine. It's not about pretending to be grateful for things you don't really appreciate. It's about finding genuine reasons to be thankful even in your current circumstances. As you cultivate this attitude of gratitude, you'll find that more and more things come into your life for which to be grateful. This brings us to another important point. The power of your words. The Bible says death and life are in the power of the tongue. Your words are a direct reflection of your assumptions. They are declarations to the universe of what you believe to be true. Therefore, be mindful of your speech. Speak as though you already have everything you desire. Let your words reflect the state of the wish fulfilled. For instance, instead of saying, I hope to be successful someday, say, I am successful. Instead of saying, I wish I had more money, say, I am abundantly prosperous. Your words should always align with your desired state, not your current circumstances. Now, some of you may be wondering about the role of emotions in this process. Emotions are incredibly powerful. They are the fuel that gives life to your imaginal acts. When you combine vivid imagination with strong, positive emotion, you create an irresistible force that must manifest in your reality. However, it's important to understand that the emotion you're aiming for is not excitement or anticipation. These emotions imply that you don't yet have what you desire. Instead, aim for the calm satisfaction of knowing that your desire is already yours. Feel the relief, the peace, the quiet joy of having your wish fulfilled. This ties into another crucial aspect of being confident. You will get everything in life. Living in the state of the wish fulfilled. This means that you don't just imagine your desire for a few minutes a day and then go back to your old patterns of thought and behavior. Instead, you strive to embody the person who already has everything they desire. How would you think, feel, and act if you already had everything you wanted? How would you carry yourself? What would your daily routines look like? As you begin to live from this state, you'll find that your outer world naturally conforms to match your inner state of being. Now, I want to address something that many of you may be experiencing as you embark on this journey, the bridging of the gap. This is the period between when you start assuming your new state and when it fully manifests in your physical reality. This can often be a challenging time, as your senses may be telling you one thing while you're trying to assume another. During this time, it's crucial to remember that your senses only show you the effects of your past assumptions. They do not dictate your future. Your job during this bridging period is to persist in your new assumption, regardless of what your senses are telling you. This is where your faith is tested and strengthened. Think of it like this. When you decide to get in shape, you don't see results immediately. There's a period where you're putting in the work at the gym, eating right, but your body hasn't visibly changed yet. But if you persist, eventually your outer form catches up with your inner efforts. The same is true with your imaginative work. This brings us to another important point. The concept of divine timing. Sometimes your desires may manifest quickly. Other times it may take longer than you expected. Trust that there is a divine wisdom at work, orchestrating events in perfect timing for your highest good. Your job is not to try to force or rush the manifestation. Your job is simply to persist in your assumption, to live from the end and to trust in the perfect unfolding of the law. Remember, the vision has its own appointed hour. It ripens, it will flower. If it be long, then wait, for it is sure and will not be late. Now, let's talk about something that many of you may be struggling. Letting go of the old story. You see, for your new assumption to take root and flourish, you must be willing to let go of your old beliefs and narratives about yourself and your life. This can be challenging, especially if you've held on to these beliefs for a long time. But remember, your old story, no matter how familiar it may be, is just that, a story. It's a series of assumptions you've made about yourself and your world. And just as you created that story, you have the power to create a new one. This process of letting go is not about fighting against your old beliefs or trying to forcefully push them away. That kind of resistance only gives them more power. Instead, it's about gently but persistently turning your attention away from the old story and towards your new assumption. Every time you catch yourself falling into old patterns of thought or behavior, simply remind yourself that's the old story. It's no longer relevant to who I am becoming. Then, consciously shift your focus back to your new assumption, your new story. This practice of mental diet is crucial. Just as you are careful about what you put into your physical body, be mindful of what you're feeding your mind. Guard the portals of your mind. Be selective about the thoughts you entertain, the conversations you engage in, the media you consume. Everything should align with and support your new assumption. Now, I want to address something that many of you may be experiencing as you begin to apply these principles. The concept of revision. Revision is a powerful technique that allows you to rewrite your past and shape your present and future. The idea is simple yet profound. If you can change your memory of an event, you change its impact on your life. You see, your past only exists in your memory. And memory, like imagination, is a function of consciousness. Therefore, you have the power to revise your memories, to reimagine past events in a way that serves your present desires and future goals. This doesn't mean denying what happened. It means reinterpreting events in a way that empowers you rather than limits you. For instance, if you have a memory of failure or rejection that's holding you back, you can revise that memory. Reimagine the scene with a different outcome. See yourself succeeding, being accepted, thriving. As you practice revision, you'll find that not only does it change your relationship to your past, but it also shifts your present reality and opens up new possibilities for your future. This is because you're literally rewriting the story of your life. And as we've established, your story shapes your reality. Now let's talk about the importance of persistence. Being confident that you will get everything in life requires unwavering persistence in your assumption. This doesn't mean you never have doubts or moments of weakness. It means that despite these moments, you always return to your assumption. Think of it like learning to ride a bicycle. At first you may wobble and fall, but you get back up and try again. Eventually, maintaining balance becomes second nature. The same is true with your assumptions. At first, it may feel unnatural to assume a state that's different from your current reality. But with practice, it becomes easier and more natural. Remember, the law is always working. It doesn't turn on and off based on your moods or temporary lapses in faith. As long as you return to your assumption and persist in it, the law will bring it to pass. This brings us to another crucial point: the importance of living in the present moment. While it's necessary to imagine and feel your desired future, it's equally important to be fully present in your current reality. Why? Because the present moment is where your power lies. It's the point of creation, the only place where you can make choices and take action. Living in the present doesn't mean ignoring your goals or desires. It means being fully engaged with your life as it is now, while simultaneously holding the consciousness of your desire fulfilled. This balance allows you to appreciate and make the most of your current circumstances while confidently moving towards your desired reality. As we near the end of our time together, I want to emphasize a fundamental truth. The confidence that you will get everything in life comes from knowing who you really are. You are not a limited, mortal being subject to the whims of an external world. You are a divine, infinite being, creating your reality through your consciousness. When you truly grasp this truth, when you fully embody it, confidence becomes your natural state. You no longer need to strive or struggle to achieve your desires. You simply assume the state of the wish fulfilled, knowing that it must manifest in your physical reality. My dear friends, as you leave here today, I urge you to begin living from this new understanding. Choose an aspect of your life where you desire change. Create a scene that implies this change has already occurred. Enter into that scene with all your senses. Feel the reality of it. Then carry that feeling with you throughout your day. Watch how your perception shifts. Notice how opportunities aligned with your desire begin to present themselves. Pay attention to the subtle changes in your relationships, your circumstances, your entire world. Remember, the outer world is constantly conforming to your inner assumptions. As you maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled, your reality has no choice but to reflect this back to you. Be patient with yourself in this process. Like any new skill, it takes practice. There may be times when you slip back into old patterns of thought. When this happens, gently but firmly bring your attention back to your desired state. Persist. And above all, have faith. Faith not in some external power, but in the creative power of your own wonderful human imagination. Trust in the law that states whatever you assume and feel to be true must and will objectify itself in your world. Go forth now and live from the end. Act as though you already have everything you desire. Feel the joy, the fulfillment, the gratitude of having all that you want. And watch and wonder as your world transforms to match your inner state. Remember, you are the operant power in your world. You are the author of your life story. Write it beautifully, live it fully, and watch as your dreams unfold into your living reality. Thank you. And may your imagination be filled with the grandest visions of your ideal life. For as you imagine and feel it to be real, so it must become. In closing, my dear friends, I want to leave you with this final thought. The journey you're embarking on, the journey of conscious creation, is the most important work you will ever do. It is nothing less than the discovery and expression of your true divine nature. As you practice these principles, as you live from the state of the wish fulfilled, you're not just changing your external circumstances, you're evolving your consciousness. You're expanding your awareness of who you truly are, what you're capable of creating. This work requires courage. It requires faith. It requires persistence. But the rewards are beyond anything you can currently imagine. For when you master the art of conscious creation, when you fully embody the truth that you are the operant power in your world, you step into a life of true freedom, joy, and limitless possibility. So go forth with confidence, my friends. Know that you have within you everything you need to create the life of your dreams. Trust in the law, persist in your assumptions, and watch as miracles unfold in your life. Remember, the world is your mirror, faithfully reflecting back to you your innermost assumptions and beliefs. As you change your inner world, your outer world must change to match it. This is the promise and the power of the law. Be bold in your imagining. Dream big. Assume states that may seem impossible from your current standpoint, for nothing is impossible to the power that resides within you. And as you walk this path, as you begin to see the fruits of your imaginative work manifesting in your reality, share this knowledge with others. Help them to awaken to their own divine nature, to their own creative power. For as more and more individuals awaken to this truth, as more and more people begin to consciously create their reality, we move closer to a world of harmony, abundance, and joy for all. This, my friends, is the great work we are all called to do. This is the true purpose of our existence, to awaken to our divine nature and to create a world that reflects the highest and best within us. So go now with confidence, with faith, with persistence. Know that you will get everything in life, for you are the creator of your reality. The power is yours. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, and watch as miracles unfold in your life and in the world around you. Thank you, and may your journey be filled with wonder, joy, and the thrill of conscious creation. For you are the operant power